50 damage, G-Max Wave, sayonara, sucker.
Today, we're going to look at one of the best spread decks in a long time. That, of course, is Orbeetle VMAX. Hey, Low Flexers, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. I know we have a special one in store for you today, and we'll get right down to it. Today, we're looking at Orbeetle VMAX. Now, Orbeetle is a card that was released in Vivid Voltage and has a really nice ability here. Eerie Beam. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may put 1 damage counter on each of your opponent's Pokemon. Now, this ability is really unique because in the past, we've seen pretty powerful spread effects, but they've generally been attacks or maybe the effect of a supporter such as Roxy when you pair it with the Wheezing. But this is an ability, meaning that you can use as many Orbeetle abilities at any time, at any turn that you want, right? So if I have 4 Orbeetle up, then I can go ahead and switch in between all my Orbeetle VMAX and do an Eerie Beam, Eerie Beam, Eerie Beam, Eerie Beam, spread 40 damage on my opponent's side of the field, and then I still get to attack or, do whatever else I wanted to do in the turn. Really, really powerful, really, really strong, and it has a really nice attack to pair with the Eerie Beam. 2 energy is very solid for this kind of attack. We only see a few VMAX Pokemon that have 2 energy attacks, but G-Max Wave, 50 damage. This attack does 50 more damage for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. So if your opponent has an attacker set up, then you're going to be hitting for, pretty significant damage, as most attackers are, attacking for 2, 3, 4 energy. And so G-Max Wave going to be able to at the very least 2-shot most of the decks in the format. In order to set up, we have a couple of Snorlax. It's going to take some time to get your Orbeetles going, and so you need just something to accrue cards and to basically provide a wall for you while you set up your Orbeetle VMAXs. The nice thing about Snorlax is that it really doesn't hinder your prize trade. You can play both the Snorlax down, and your opponent will still likely have to go through 2 Orbeetle VMAX to win the game, and so Snorlax really isn't a liability. You'll notice it's our only other non-VMAX Pokemon. And that's obviously for that reason. We don't want to be playing a Dedenne down, because if we use Snorlax and we play Dedenne, then our opponent can go KO Snorlax, KO Dedenne, and then KO one of our VMAXs. Also for our setup, we have a couple of Pokédoll. I should say we have 4 Lillie's Pokédoll. That's really nice for those turns where you just need to switch into something on the bench and maybe pause the turn. You need to build up some energy, or perhaps you need to switch into something to draw some cards and see if you can get into another Orbeetle VMAX. Lillie's Pokédoll, just all around, really a nice addition for the deck. A couple other cute things that I do want to mention. 2 Reset Stamp. Again, you might want to use those Snorlaxes, so if they knock out a Snorlax, knock out a Snorlax, knock out an Orbeetle, they go down to 1 prize, and you can very easily Reset Stamp, and all of a sudden you're spreading a ton, they're down to 1 card in hand, and you're smacking them with your VMAX attack. So Reset Stamp, crucial card for this list. Another really interesting card that I like about this list is Wondrous Labyrinth. Since you are really only committing a couple energy to your Orbeetle VMAX to do the attack, you can oftentimes play a Wondrous Lab, and again, in combination with a Reset Stamp to 1, it might be hard for your opponent to find that energy to attack with. So I like Wondrous Lab in the deck, and although it doesn't make a huge difference, it's kind of a cute play in certain situations. We got our standard lineup here of Boss's Orders, a couple of those, and Marnie. You'll notice that we don't play any Professor's Research. This is because all of our resources in the deck are really, really important. Our Bird Keepers are very important. Our switches are very important, and we kind of mitigate the loss of Professor's Research by including the Snorlax for that early game setup. We also include a tag call engine. So you'll notice here 2 tag call, a couple of Cynthia and Caitlin, a couple of Mallow and Lana, and a couple of Guzma Hala. So all those cards are just, again, boosting that consistency, making sure that we have what we need when we need it. If we just need to draw cards, we got the Cynthia and Caitlin. If we got to, we need an energy, we got the Guzma Hala. And then if we need to heal or even just switch to the bench, then we have the Mallow and Lana. A couple of U-turn board round out the list. And I frankly like this Orbeetle deck. I think that it is the most consistent Orbeetle deck that I have seen, and it frankly just works. I think a lot of people are trying to mess with Orbeetle and put other things into it that it maybe doesn't need, and I really just value this straightforward, consistent version of the list. If you guys like what you saw already today in the video, please make sure to subscribe down below. Give this video a like, and hey, you know what? If you like me enough, you can even comment as well. That helps me out, helps the algorithm out to find new people to show this video to. And, you know, that would mean the world to me if you did that. If you want to hear more competitive TCG content like this, not only will subscribing help you, but I also run a podcast with my good friend Riley Hulbert over on twitch.tv/Munner every Wednesday night. If you miss the live Twitch stream, you can always go over to iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts, and search Tag Team Pokemon Podcast to find every week's episode. And that's the deck profile. Enjoy these next couple of games with Orbeetle VMAX.
All right. Let's go.
Can we hit the hype train?
JW After Dark is best JW. Hey, yes. We will see if that continues. I do hope so, because I love that stuff. I think that's so fun. All right, let's go. Quick ball. I think I want to save the Mallow and Lana, probably. So let's go quick ball there. Thank you, Dan, for the 6 bits. Dude, can we hit that? We're at 94% of the level 1 hype train. Thank you guys for that. Go capture energy. Let's go.
Beat level 1.
Level 1 boss defeated. And Will Gorbin dies. All right. So I like the Mallow and Lana too, because we can switch out of the active. That's pretty nice. Come to Virginia, can easily get a remote job. I would love that. Yeah, my wife and I have been talking about, we were talking about yesterday about, do we want to buy a house now? Because there's some nice houses in Columbus that are a little out of our price range, but then we're like, well, what does it mean to have a little bit of debt in order to, get a nice house? And we were talking about that on our walk the other day. So, and then we were talking, okay, what happens if like one of us moves, and where should we move to if we were to move? And it's a whole thing, man. Getting older, there's a lot of decisions to make, you know what I mean? All right. So let's go here. Let's go here. I kind of feel like I want to save the switches, but I guess we get a free spread if we use both switch. But does the free spread matter? I don't think so. So I'm going to go, because they just don't have a lot of Pokemon down. And if this is like an Amaze Box type thing, then they won't really have a lot of HP anyway. So I'm going to keep it as is. Let's go here. And let's go here. Let's go Eerie Beam. You're always going to be in debt? Blake, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Nikhil says, don't let me fall asleep. Bro, you had the chance, buddy. I think we're going to do viewer battles this week. So, you hate to see it. Dude, this has to be Porygon, right? This has to be a Porygon amazing rare deck, right? Drop the Porygon. You coward. Yes, let's go. Let's go. Oh, they had it. All right. Now, I would like... What would I like? I would like a Gust. I suppose we do this to thin the deck. All right, we get a Bird Keeper. Not super happy about it, but I understand. I understand. Thank you for your acquiescence deck. Go ahead, Bird Keeper. We'd love to draw into an energy here. We don't. Okay. Things are getting a little spooky. So let's go with the... We could have Guzma Hala. Fair. I hear the... I hear that reasoning, but I think it would have decimated our hand too much. Not gonna lie. So we'll retreat. Hit him with that G-Max wave. And I mean, we're looking mighty fine. We got another Orbeetle here. We can Mallow and Lana if they do hit us with the Raikou. My wife and I bought a house a little more than we can afford. It's scary. Yeah, I don't know. It's scary to do it, you know? But yeah, that's where we're at right now. Just thinking about houses and thinking about where we want to move and, you know, what it means with the job and like 3 months from now where we're going to be. Dan says need to get into the East Texas Symphony, huh? There are some orchestra jobs coming open here in the next couple of months. There's an audition, next couple of months, meaning like after 6 months. My wife was looking at one the other day in North Carolina. That would be like not a full-time job, but like pretty sizable, you know, so I'd have to probably pick something up on the side, you know. But that could definitely be a thing. Bought my first house a few years ago. It was my late grandparents' house. Ah, yes, Chris, that would be super ideal. We looked at my parents' house. So my parents live in Port Huron, Michigan. And it's like a pretty, dude, they had the juice. It's like a pretty small town, you know. I think we gussed up the Gon, right? While we have the chance. We could also Mallow and Lana, right? Because then this thing just comes up and bodies us. What do we want to do? We have like such a gluttony of choice. I think we're gonna Mallow and Lana, but I kind of want to draw into an energy. I guess we get the advantage of time, right? Because if we Mallow and Lana, then we're gonna heal a little bit. So let's go here. Do that. I don't think there's going to be a way for them to one-shot. So I'm just worried about this Zacian. So let's Eerie Beam. Let's Retrizzy. Let's Eerie Beam again. And then take the knockout. Yeah, the small mortgage is good. I mean, yeah, we're in a really good situation though right now, currently. Like in our current house, we're in a really good situation. It's, you know, it's got a huge basement that I can basically use as like a second room. Like the washer and dryer's in the unit. We have a nice living room, like a small kitchen. You know, my wife really likes the kitchen area. Got a small kitchen, but we can work with it, right? It's certainly doable. Fine bedroom. We can rent out, you know, we have 2 rooms, 1 bath. So like you rent out the second room. But we can make it work by ourselves, which is also comforting. But, you know, having a roommate means like we're paying practically nothing for how much space we have. And so, dude, grow the hand, baby. Look at that. The 2 speeds on that Raikou. Okay. Sauce me up. I'm ready to see it. Ended up with some instant equity. That would be the dream, right? Yeah, that would be the dream. And I imagine doing something like that is a lot easier in, like, this is not to put you down in any way, but I imagine like that instant equity is probably a lot easier to gain in a place like Iowa as opposed to a place like, I don't know, Cali or New York or something. Yeah, Blake, I agree with you. You say market is nuts. Like, things are happening that I don't think anyone has ever seen before. It is, dude, bruh, look at this. Look at this. Deck is the filth, man. Deck is the filth. All right. So at this point, do we knock out the active? Can we knock out the active? So we Eerie Beam. We're doing what? 200? So we'll knock out the active. So I think we just take the knockout on the active and then we are going to gust up like an Oricori or a Dedenne or something. All right. Bird Keeper. Resistance. Good call. All right. So maybe if that's the case, we want to hit in, but we don't actually Geez, I was hoping we would hit a switch there so we could get into another Orbeetle so we could take this out. Okay, so we'll go here. Go here. And then we'll do the G-Max wave. I think we're going to be 10 damage short, right? 20 damage, 10 damage short. And that's fine because then we can just spread, and it actually is good because it doesn't activate the Oricorio. Kind of the same thing that we were talking about in the last game. So there's the Raikou. They're going to amazing shot. They take out the active VMAX. So that's kind of cool because we can just go ahead and reset stamp them, knock out the active, knock out the bench. And then like they don't. Oh, we could knock out the Crobat too. Yeah, actually, we just win. Insane. All right. Good stuff. So let's go here. Eerie Beam. For some reason, they attached this here. And that's going to be their downfall. And then we'll go ahead and retreat. Gust up the Crobat. Eerie Beam again, just for fun. And go for the knockout. G-Max Wave. Goodbye. And so when Centiskorch was like pretty much the deck to play, I was like, oh, this is not a good meta for Colossal. But now that there's just a ton of Lightning decks, it seems great. Blake says, big problem though, right now, not many houses are being built. So many people are doing townhomes and complexes. Yep. Yep. Oh, your family rents out townhomes? That's pretty cool. That's got to be a great industry to be in. Sunny's tough, but that's what you play the Aerodactyl for. Sure, sure. All right, let's go here. Let's put the Orbeetle down. Let's go there. They got so many mulligans. Go Snorlax. I think we hold the Evo Incense, right? Let's go Gormandize. Draw 4. Maybe dropping the other Snorlax is kind of bad, but we didn't have a supporter, so I feel pretty okay doing that. All right, so just get me over the hump of the 2 energy. I just need 2 energy to stick. And this will be a pretty interesting matchup, obviously. Pikarom winning yesterday. Winning the major tournament, what, 380 people or something ridiculous? It was wild. Absolutely insane stuff. Okay. I thought the wave of the future I thought was going to be the I thought it was going to be the perfect first turn for my opponent hitting that crushing hammer. I thought the wave of the future was going to be the Mewtwo deck after Pedro won. And like it would pretty much render Boltund or the Pikarom deck obsolete. But I was very wrong, and I'm pretty open to being, to being wrong on that. I just would have assumed that, the Mewtwo deck has a little bit more options. I generally tend to value having more options like that. But it's certainly cool to see. All right, so we are going to go ahead and pitch the doll in favor of another Orbeetle. Great. Okay, and then we Gormandize. Yo, what's up, Jaman? Welcome to the stream, buddy. Thanks so much for being here. Okay, give it to me straight, chat. What is the best Thanksgiving Day leftover? And you can't choose stuffing, because that's the best Thanksgiving Day meal. But what's the best Thanksgiving Day leftover? I gotta know. What's better on the second day? Just about to say. Hey, Spar Reaper, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. Green bean casserole. Okay. Chris, I'm going to need you to support your argument. Turkey's pretty lit. Hey, I'm with you there, man. Make yourself a nice turkey sandwich. I love it. Does ham sandwich with mustard count? Gareth, yes, I would say it does. I would say it does. What's a turkey dumpling? Losers, help me. Help me. What is a turkey dumpling? I mean, I understand what it is, but like, are we talking like this is actually like an Asian dish or a meal? Or like what's the sitch? All right. We got this. Yo, we got the whole squad. Let's go. And we'll go capture. Get ourselves the last Orbeetle. Dibs on that band name. Nobody's stealing that band name from me. The last Orbeetle. It's just always good, huh? Okay, I'm sus, bro. I'm sus. All right, so we'll Eerie Beam. We're going to hit for 200 damage on the active, and that's pretty cute, especially if we can get... Like, hitting for 200 damage here on the active is really cool if we can somehow get 3 spreads on the next turn. We're going to get 1 for free right off the Eerie Beam, and then if we can somehow find a way to, like, retreat multiple times... we obviously have the 1 U-turn board, right? But if we can get a switch or something... Dude, he's out, right? Yeah, he's out. He's out. Okay. You're done. You're done. Spar, you can always add me, of course. The family we made along the way. Those are the best leftovers, huh? I'm going to tell your mom you said that. Gulp. I'm going to tell your mom you said that she's the best leftover. But I mean, okay, so a good turkey sandwich. I like, if you guys have chicken, I don't know what your preferences are for Thanksgiving, but chicken sandwiches, you know, chicken salad. I love me a chicken salad sandwich. I live for chicken salad sandwiches. And so I suppose that I don't really eat turkey salad sandwiches that much, but I can't imagine it's that different. Nah, dude, some people have ham for Thanksgiving. Yeah, that's a huge thing. I feel like there's a really like small but mighty population of Thanksgiving Day participators that are just like must have ham on Thanksgiving. They're like more ham than turkey. All right, so there's that air balloon coming down onto the Pikarom. What's their play? Because I think they do still want to attack with the Pikarom. So we should have maybe played the U-turn board. I kind of preferred to save it, but in case they gusted up something. Yo, okay. This is pretty slick. This is a great hand for us. And it's especially nice because they have the Jirachi. So there's a full blitz. They're going to power up Mewtwo? No, they have no more energy left, huh? So we are going to need an energy. We can Eerie Beam. We can... We can Eerie Beam. And Eerie Beam again. And then make our decision. I think that's probably best. Right? Like, do this, take our prizes, and then try to figure out what's the best supporter to play. I mean, honestly, I'm pretty cool, like, just keeping the... Okay, we get a Bird Keeper, that's nice. We get a Wonder Lab. That's also kind of cute. So they bring up the Jirachi. So my thought is twofold. We could just go in with the Guzma Hala and guarantee ourselves an energy, and then just pass with this Orbeetle active, because they're out of hammers. So we basically just need to get a big swing in on this Mewtwo, and we win the game. So I think I'm going to do that. Let's play it safe. Let's go Guzma Hala. Take this, and we'll take that, sure. Yeah. And then we'll go Turffield. Go ahead and draw out that Orbeetle. And we're really just looking for Gust. Since they have the Jirachi down, I feel like that's kind of a misplay in this instance, because against any like spread deck, I really don't feel like you want to have a Jirachi down in that case. So we're just going to leave this active. We're going to attach here to the Orbeetle. I presume that they bring up the Boltund and swing in, but that's fine too, because we can one-shot that pretty easily. And then if we can get 3 spreads over the course of the turns, we can knock out the Jirachi. My wife doesn't like turkey, so we always have ham too. Just the 4 of us this year, so just ham. Ham and mashed potatoes, man. There's something about it. I mean, I think a ham and mashed, because I'm more of a sweet and savory type of guy. So, okay, they're gonna boss up what? This Orbeetle? This Orbeetle? What are they gonna do? What you gonna do to me? You gonna go Raichu with the Mewtwo? That seems like the strongest play. So I'm more of a sweet and savory kind of guy. So I do like me, like I think the flavor combination of like a honey ham and mashed potatoes is better than the flavor combination of a turkey and mashed potatoes. But that's just me. That's just me. Again, I'm also weird because I don't put gravy on my mashed potatoes. Who's with me? Who also doesn't put gravy on their mashed potatoes? What did they do? They did 160? Oh, but they can't actually paralyze. Yo, let's go. Fruben, I knew I liked you, Fruben. I knew it. All right, let's go here. Well, do we guarantee win with the Guzma Hala? Or do we guarantee win? No. We need energy. We need 1 more energy basically to attach. Let's see. I'm trying to think. That would be 200 right here. If we could honestly, if we could Bird Keeper into an energy, that would be ideal, right? So, yeah, we would win if we Bird Keepered into an energy. So let's go Bird Keeper onto Orbeetle. There it is. Do the Eerie Beam. And then attach the U-turn board. Retreat. Attach. Eerie Beam. GG. Well played to my opponent. Yo, we're gonna take more prizes than we need. That's what I like. Why not just take a bite out of the potato? Okay, all right. We got that dub. And let's continue the conversation. All right. Hey, Spar Reaper, I apologize, man. I'm gonna I'll get to it when I get to it, my brother. Thank you so much. All right. So we'll draw a card. Give me an energy. Let's go. Probably the worst card in our hand is that Reset Stamp, right? Oh, we prized to Orbeetle. This is the last Orbeetle. My band name. Ah, but we do get 2 VMAXs. This is pretty nice. It's a pretty good start here. Mike says, "What's the filter?" Mike, you're gonna be so happy. Mike, I could see this deck being like your deck. I could see this deck being your deck.
Hey, good luck, Jumpman. When people have game by just attacking and then they start. I mean, I can understand sometimes, like if they were doing extra things as opposed to just doing a lot of damage, like then I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. They can do whatever they want, man. I'm not tripping. All right. We got the Turffield. I don't think we want to play the Turffield because I think that like actively helps my opponent on their next turn. So we're going to go capture. No, we're going to go weakness guard here. And then we'll do U-turn board here. And then we'll go Gormandize. Maybe the U-turn board actually wanted to go on the other VMAX. Or on the other V, I should say. Yeah, probably, because then you could retreat. You could retreat into it. Yeah, I think we actually did want to put it on the other VMAX, but maybe it doesn't matter since we have the aromatic energy anyway. Tough to say. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I do hate that too, Bort. That's really frustrating. I feel you. Okay, so we get that. This. We get this. We can get both of our guys out. Let's go here. Eerie Beam. Again, I'm not set on playing the Turffield. But at this point, maybe we should. No, we're gonna Marnie. We're gonna Marnie. I don't think we played the Turffield. I don't want to give it to him. We get majorly punished for not. I should have played the Turffield. Okay. Let's go. I think the damage at this point is more important than anything else. And I think we honestly could get away with Mysterious Waving. Yeah. That's okay. We're fine. We're fine. We got another supporter in hand. I don't think they one-shot us next turn at all. And I want to force them to manually evolve these and not find anything for free. So I think we're fine to do this. I think we're fine to do this. So they don't have a good hand. I hate that Marnie is our only card. I guess we could get a Cynthia Caitlin from the deck with our tag call. So I'm going to look to do that. They super grow. Yeah, so we definitely do not want to play that Marnie. Although we'll probably have one in hand by the end of the turn. Okay, we'll go there and there. And the Guzma Hala kind of sucks, right? We didn't actually want the Guzma Hala. I think we wanted the other guy. The Mallow Lana. The other lady, I should say. Young ladies. So Snorlax. Does Snorlax matter if we have him out? A little bit. It like a little bit matters. We'll Eerie Beam. We could get another Eerie Beam off, right, with the switch, but how necessary is that? What I don't want to happen, and they knock us out anyway, right? So let's go switch. We'll get another Eerie Beam off, and then we'll G-Max Wave. Because what I'm really I'm licking my lips at this Shaman, right? I am just so interested in trying to kill the Shaman, trying to knock out this Shaman. So I'm going to try to get as many Eerie Beams, because that's a free prize. So if they drop, maybe if we knock out the Rillaboom, maybe if we top that Gust and they don't have an Evolution, then we can maybe get Rillaboom knockout. That's 2, knockout here, and then knock out the active. That's kind of my thought process. Is this the YouTube? I think this is it, Mike. I think this is it. So they're going to super growth again. I think they're very afraid of getting too much energy attached to the active. That's a boss's orders. That's exactly what the doctor ordered. Come here. That's amazing. All right, so then we retreat. Do it again. And then we'll G-Max Wave the active, take that knockout. Again, this allows us to not have to take down 2 3-prizers. We're only going to have to take down this 1 3-prizer. And we missed. We have 2 Orbeetle in the prizes still. I watched the Tox VMAX vid. I did have a lot of fun with it. Yeah, I think there were some things that we could maybe change to the list, but I think generally speaking, it was pretty cool. So he's gonna go with that 200, shuffle all my stuff into my deck. That's fine. That's fine. Well, Eerie Beam. We will go here. And then of course we're looking for a switch. But do we actually need the switch is the question. He can't really Flower Storm for knockout. So I'm wondering if we do actually Marnie, because again, his hand's been pretty trash. Now, the problem with this is that we're relying on our 1 Orbeetle to kind of win us the game. I don't know if that should be an issue, because we take those 3 prizes. Presumably, well, if we take a knockout here, we'll dig out another Orbeetle VMAX, or another Orbeetle V, I should say. And that'll be nice because we can get that powered up on the bench. And then we just need, enough Eerie Beams to knock out the Shaman, and that's our win condition. So they might bust something out if they have maybe a second Rillaboom VMAX. That would be what I'm worried about now. But yeah, Everence is holding the hand. I agree. Okay, so there's a Rillaboom VMAX. I can't quite remember what the VMAX does. I know it's just like a ton of energy, or a ton of damage for, like 4 energy, and they have the research, so that's fine. If I'm the opponent, what I would have liked to do there is Voltage Beat first. Maybe they don't have enough, maybe they don't have any energy left, but you want to thin the deck so you can try to get into the VMAX, I think. So maybe it was all a giant bait. Because I know that they retrievaled. So the question becomes if I reset stamp, I put energy back into their deck. But will that matter? I'll go ahead and Marnie. I don't think it matters, but perhaps. And very cool. All right, so this is a nice little hand here. Be able to take this knockout, and then literally all we need is the 1 Eerie Beam. But I like having the Bird Keeper in case they try to gust up a Snorlax and try to stall. You don't think the Rillaboom player knows how to bait? All right. I'm just saying, I've seen crazier things, man. There's that tag call from the opponent. Coming in for the Mallow and Lana. Oh, buddy. Okay, well, they still don't have a way to one-shot, so we have the boss in hand. So they would need, Mallow and Lana Reset Stamp. That would be crazy. Okay, we see a Voltage Beat. We see it. Okay, what does this thing do again? 130? Okay, he can only do 280. All right. He can only do 280. Okay, that's fine.
So no reset stamp and we win. Okay. Whew. That was tough, man. That was tough. All right. We'll go boss onto the Oh wait. Oh wait. No, it's not a win. It's not a win. All right, all right. We're gonna boss onto this thing. It's not a win, right? Oh gosh. We'll go Eerie Beam because they don't have energy attached. Yo, yo, yo. Okay, okay, okay. Nobody freak. Nobody freak. Okay, we got this. We got this. I don't think they have a switch though. I don't think they have a switch. Phew, that Mallow and Lana was clutch. That Mallow and Lana was clutch. We know that they have a Cynthia and Caitlin. So this does, we could have done 250 damage, but that's not enough to knock out the Rillaboom. Dude, they sauced us up so hard. So maybe, oh, okay, so here's what we do. We go retreat into the Orbeetle, and then we strafe into a doll. And then if we can find ourselves another VMAX, then we'll be able to win the game with Bird Keeper. Okay, so they need a switch right here. Yeah, there's that Mallow and Lana. They need a switch. Otherwise, we win. Dude. Oh, yes, we got it. Okay, thank goodness. That was way too tight. That was way too tight. So we go here. Doll it up. Yeah, we'll do this, sure. Do the spread. And we're gonna do perfect math for the win. Here. Perfect math for the win. 50 damage. G-Max wave. Sayonara, sucker. That's the dub. GG to my opponent. Our Orbeetle VMAX deck taking down that Rillaboom. And showing it has some promise.